Maximum Press, Round 2, begins now with Black Flag by Dan Fraga. A very, very young Dan Fraga, like 21-year-old punk kid Dan Fraga, waxing the Kodiak with this 3-page spread that is absolutely stunning. All I want to know is, did Richard C. Meyer lift this character for his Jawbreakers Lost Souls? Kind of feels like he lifted this character for Jawbreakers Lost Souls. Here's what's weird is that this character right here, who looks pretty fun, is not in this comic book. Neither is this dude here. So that's kind of odd. And there's a character that is in the comic that, oh, he's way back here. You can't even hardly see him. He's way back here. She's got some nice falsies there. That's good. Like those ones bolted on, right? But that monkey man, great babe. You know, I think Richard C. Meyer from Diversity in Comics, he owes Dan Fraga some money. But anyways, let's get into this. This is fantastic. You can see why I bought this when I was a kid, clearly. First thing I want to do, though, is I want to go to the max right here. Created, story, artist, Dan Fraga. The script is by Eric Stevenson. The colors, Linda Medley, Steve Oliff. Yeah. To the max. Welcome, everyone, to the first issue of Black Flag, the flagship comic from Maximum Press, the new alternative in comics publishing. This was not the flagship title, as far as I know, because War Child came out first. It was labeled December of 1994. Even though down here, it actually did say January of 1995. This one also says January of 1995. And the cover also January. So I don't know which one came out first. I think it was War Child, though. And they just wrote this ahead of time. You know, Dan, Rob's already having some trouble here with the Maximum Press. Anyway, welcome everyone to the first issue of Black Flag, the flagship comic from Maximum Press, the new alternative in comics publishing. Some of you right now might be wondering, why Maximum Press? Why? I'll tell you why. Because of them. Who's them? I'll tell you who them are. Them are the writers and artists of tomorrow, the creators of the future, the voice of a new generation. Maximum Press is the spirit of independence, and don't let anyone else tell you different. Maximum Press exists to help the new generation turn up the volume. Dan Fraga is one of them. Dan is as peculiar an individual as you'll ever hope to meet, almost as peculiar as his creation, Black Flag. Black Flag isn't a superhero team. They're not mutants or monsters or vigilantes. They're just weird, like Dan. Believe me, if anyone knows how weird Dan is, it would have to be me. I've lived with Dan, worked with Dan, laughed with Dan, and shared a lot of memories with Mr. Fraga. He's as weird as they come. Dan is a work in progress, and at the tender age of 21, Dan is far from finished. The same can be said for Black Flag and Maximum Press. Just when you think you know what we're about, we'll change, and you'll have to get to know us all over again. It's the beginning of a wonderful new relationship. We'll be back in 30, yes, 30 days. We hope you will be too. Typo. Best, Rob Liefeld, no signature. Weird. So this was 5 issues in total. It was issues 1 through 4 of a miniseries, and there was also a 0 issue. And then it was never seen again. Once upon a time, somewhere beneath your house, beneath your basement, below even the crust of the earth, somewhere beyond the realm of imagination, there lies a world populated by the souls of the lost and infested with demons and filth. This world is called Hades, and its lord bears the name Hellfire. All of a sudden, the art changes just incredibly dramatically from what's on the cover. Like, from this to this. And I just feel like this took on a much more cartoonish tone. And we have this kid, his name's Spot, and this is his little lady friend, Bubble, and they're running from the monsters. This is Chapter 1, Monsters. This is all a series of chapters of individual stories, kind of. And they're running. They got to make it to the bridge. This is the bridge Styx, and Hellfire can't cross the bridge Styx. And he's pissed, but, he's getting away. And then all of a sudden, this guy shows up, Fillmore Filster, the phlegmatic troll. Okay. You're just like, okay. I don't know who any of these people are. But Fillmore gives a good Scrack-a-Boom. I'm a big Scrack-a-Boom fan. I like Scrack-a-Doom even more, but I'll take a Scrack-a-Boom when I can get one. And he blows up the bridge, and Spot starts falling into the molten lava of hell. Spot, wake. Spot, can you hear me? What's that? Bubba, it's you. You're alive. Of course I'm alive, silly. Why wouldn't I be? Well, it's just that, man, I just had the craziest dream, Bubba. You were in it too. Hey, were you calling me to say that your dad's almost done cooking dinner? Well, yeah. I'll be over in a second. I'll tell you the whole thing live and in person. And he's in a treehouse, and so I'm just like, what is going on here? Dan Fraga, like, and then it changes to Gorilla in the Midst instead of Gorillas in the Mist, which was a movie with Sigourney Weaver. And then you have like the big grape ape, Richard C. Meyer. I'm looking at you, and he's suspended in a stasis, cryostasis, and this general wants him turned into a machine of war. And the scientists won't have anything to do with it, but the general's just like, give me a break. And you get this weird look on his face, which is different. It just, the colors change, which is not really good that they would do that. And I don't understand, why does he look like this? When on here, he just seems to look much cooler, much more sentient. And he breaks out, and the general's like, Edinger, what's happening? Why is he reacting so violently? Well, he's a giant ape. Oh, gotta go. And he just, he just dips out, I guess, and escapes and steals a Jeep. Gotta go. And then we get to Chapter 3, Hard Target. And this is in Venice, Italy, and this is, a guy, and he kills this dude, and his head is really big, and it's just weird perspective there. And was the guy smoking a joint, or is that a rollie? I'm not sure. The name's Sniper. About 90% of the time, I'm the best damn gun for hire the world's ever seen. No heist I can't pull, no hit I can't do. Black Rain! And then Black Rain shows up, and he's like, sometimes I feel like I'm looking at an evil reflection of myself. So obviously this is, I don't know, what he spawned from him somehow. We'll find out in a future issue, maybe. There's some good art, but the heads just seem large. Just the heads seem large, or maybe the bodies just seem, I don't know, like the legs are really long, and then the chest is very short. And so the heads look big. I'm not sure. And he wakes up. No! I'm just like, what? Why does everybody keep waking up? I had a dream. And then, Raiden's going to go look in his pool of crystals and see things from the future. And you're just kind of confused. But, now the art's looking pretty good. Not that it wasn't looking good before. It was just a little cartoonish. And he's seen like all the different chapters, the Monkey Man, Bubble and Spot, and why is he seeing them? We don't know. And then elsewhere, that's it, buddy. I got you right where I want you now. Smiles pretty for the surprise, and shoots him right in the eye. Right, this is great. This is a great shot. I love this. Here we have Homage Studios is dead. Jim Lee's dead. Top Cow's dead. J. Scott Campbell is dead. There was a serious beef between J. Scott Campbell and Dan Fraga. Dan Fraga, I wish I could remember what comic book it is in. In the back of a comic book, one of these Maximum Press or Image comics, Dan Fraga puts J. Scott Campbell on blast and says that he stole Gen 13 from him. That basically Fraga came up with the idea for this team of teenage kids and, well, young adults or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. They're all, 20, 21, I guess. They're not teenagers. But anyway, Fraga insists that J. Scott Campbell stole the idea for Gen 13 from him. And of course, J. Scott Campbell made a fortune on Gen 13. And, and you be back here in 30 days for the conclusion of Black Flag's first zany tale. More magic, more menace, and much more monkeying around. But the inconsistencies in the art, I'm willing to accept because it's a 21-year-old kid. But I do kind of find it off-putting that there's so much inconsistencies. But it's a 21-year-old kid. Let's see what Fraga Boom has to say about it. Yo, what's up? First off, I'd like to thank you for purchasing this brand spanking new issue of Black Flag. I hope you dig reading it as much as I did drawing it. For some of you, this is your second Black Flag #1, the first being the black and white preview edition. But for everyone, it's your first Black Flag in color. Either way, thank you. This here is my little column, where I get to rant and rave or talk about whatever. Basically, it's so I get to talk to you, the comic book fan. I feel it's time you get to hear what's going on. I believe in communication. That's why there was a survey in the Black Flag preview. This regular color series, not a series, is the answer to what you asked for. So thanks to all of you who sent in the survey. Also, a big humongo, fragnistic thanks to all who sent in all of the awesome artwork. I think you guys are the future of comics. Keep it up. In the following issues of Black Flag, there will be a letters page and an art gallery page. I read every one of your letters, so send them in. Finally, I'd like to thank everyone who made Black Flag possible. God, Rob Liefeld, Larry Martyr, Eric Stevenson, Matt Hawkins, Todd McFarlane, and you, the reader. If this is your first dose of my crazy art, here's where I've been before. And he lists those. That's it for the moment. You should check them out. While you're at it, check out all the other Extreme titles. Blah, 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 blah. It's a lot of blahs. That's it for now. Thanks again. See you in 30. Dan Fraga. P.S. Break 'em off in the Biznizzler. Break 'em off in the Biznizzler. Does that mean do 'em in the butt? Break 'em off? In the Biznizzler? I don't know. Oh, 1994 Fan Awards. The epic saga continues. War Child, the new alternative. So they said this was the flagship title, but then here's War Child being promoted. Okay. Whatever. Makes no sense. Oh, there's that crappy art we talked about yesterday. There's that character that never went anywhere we talked about yesterday. Oh, Larry Martyr's Bean World. Yeah. Okay. Gonna pass. That's a hard pass. So here we go. This is another Maximum Press venture. I guess yeah. I own them all because I bought them all when I was a kid. But there wasn't a lot in here that kind of interested me. I am interested in seeing what happens with the monkey. I'm interested in seeing what happens with Bubble and Spot. I thought Raiden looked cool. I don't care about Sniper. I'm curious to know about this guy, though, down here, and what's going on with him, because he looks fun. But at the end of the day, like, another Maximum Press title that maybe premature? I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I think I will crack open issue 2, though, and remind myself what they were trying to go for here. So that's it for this Crypto Comics comic book review. I'm going to be back tomorrow with what was undoubtedly one of the 2 most popular Maximum Press titles to be released, and that's Evangeline. So we'll see you next time here on Crypto Comics.